Hey guys, what's going on? It's Stevie Boy over here, and welcome to another edition of Stories from the Garage. It's Monday, the first day of the week. How was your week? Tell me, I want to know. How was your weekend? Even better, let me know how that went. Mine was off the hook. It was really good. I basically had my first introductory snowboarding lesson, and it was amazing. Every fall I took made me feel like that I was growing up. No, it was so much fun. I had this instructor that was pretty cool, young dude, and he was really cool, very patient, and I absolutely love snowboarding. It's something that I'm gonna keep on doing at least from now until the end of the winter. And yeah, I'm gonna keep on going. So it's awesome. Like, I've never felt so much freedom having my 2 feet shackled to a board. No, seriously, like, you feel so much freedom. It's amazing. To all of you snowboarders out there, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm just a beginner, and honestly, I cannot tell you how awesome it is to feel. It's like you were hovering basically on top of the snow. That's how it feels like. And going up the hill, that's quite painful actually, because I wasn't using a lift yet. So I was going up with 1 foot on the board and just like kind of like limping in a way. But yeah, by the end of the whole lesson, I may have been probably there for an hour and a half of full snowboarding. And I pulled a J-turn by accident. I ended up pulling what apparently is called press turn. And the guy was like, "Are you sure you haven't done this ever in your life?" I just pulled that one like so freaking ridiculously coincidental. I pulled that out simply because I didn't want to get the shit beaten out of me by the snow. Seriously, that's what it all turned out. Like, I was like, I'm gonna go down. And then I basically ended up putting my hand down, and all of a sudden I was standing back up again. I was like, cool. Yeah. So that was fun, and I can't wait for the next week lesson. Well, I may not take the lesson actually, because they said that they were booked, but I can still go up there and rent a board and hit the slopes. All right. So what else is going on in the world? So apparently this guy, Matthew whatever from Hardball, political show on NBC News, MSNBC, he's the latest victim of the Me Too movement. I was like, what the freak, man? Like, honestly, like, this is borderline ridiculous. Like, I totally agree with the fact that women deserve respect. Everybody in the end actually deserves respect. Like, you have to know your boundaries, this and that. But, I mean, honestly, like, how are you supposed to let somebody know that you're attracted to her? Like, how am I supposed to do that? Like, if I'm walking on the street and I see an attractive lady, like, how am I going to approach to her? Seriously, like, am I supposed to come over to her with some kind of, it's not even an NDA, because that's what you sign after the whole thing is done. I'm talking about I don't even know, like a permit, or yeah, that would be actually a good idea. Like, have cars have this like disabled permits. Maybe women could probably walk around with a permit sign hanging on their necks. Or maybe guys, actually. You know what? That's the way it should be, guys. You know what? We should be able, if we are single, we should be walking around with those signs hanging off our dicks. You know, saying available. Yeah, I mean, seriously, the guy, like, he's a really cool dude in my opinion. Like, he's very outspoken, this guy, and he's full of energy. You know, like, I've seen like 20-year-olds getting upset, and this guy basically beats the crap out of them all. Like, the way he gets upset, the way how emotional he is, it's fantastic. Like, I really hope that this doesn't finish up his career. I mean, he decided that he was going to retire, but honestly, like, after hearing what he said, if that's all he has said, I think that's ridiculous, because apparently all he said was like, I cannot believe I have not fallen in love with you yet, to this girl, and apparently that's considered sexual harassment now. I'm like, what the freak, man? Seriously. Like, really soon, I'm starting to think that they may actually make me walk with my nuts and my penis in a sack, you know? And then I'll be allowed to use them accordingly if I'm allowed to by a woman, you know? And I'm not saying in terms of, like, just holding my penis and my balls in a freaking bag, you know, like the bags from the market, one of those ones. Yeah, I'll be carrying them around, and just like, because like I'm even scared of, like, I don't know, like crossing somebody on the street, crossing a woman on the street, you know, because they may think, oh, you know what, that's another thing you're trying to do. You're trying to get ahead of me, even when you're walking. You know, you are already ahead of me when it comes to the pay inequality, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, I'm all about equality, and honestly, like, I think that everybody deserves respect. Women deserve respect. Men deserve respect, and yeah, something like that actually happened to me one day. I remember I was having peanuts at work. And there was a bag of peanuts. It was the last bag of peanuts left in this trash in my old job where I used to work before. And then this lady, who's very higher up in the position actually, she comes over and she's like, how are those nuts? And I told her, well, they are pretty good. They have honey on them. So I was like, they are pretty good. They are pretty sweet. And then she's like, oh, I meant your peanuts, not your nuts. I was like, what? Seriously? Like, if I were a guy and I were to tell that to the girl, well, I am a guy. What the fuck? I am a guy. Me being a guy, and I tell that to a girl, I would be getting my ass sued. You know, I would be out of my job. Probably not being able to get hired by anybody. If I were to say even the faintest thing about a woman having, I don't know, like a big-breasted woman having, I don't know, like melons, having melons for dessert or something like that, I mean, be like, ooh, how are those melons? Can I have a try? You know, stuff like that. I was like, Jesus Christ, like, what is this world? Like, make it fair for everybody, you know, like, I'm like, I guess it's the way men are actually wired, because honestly, that kind of felt like, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, like, it made me feel good. She was kind of flirtatious with me, but I'm just throwing that out there just to show how, I guess it's just the way in which men are wired compared to women. You know, I guess everything boils down to that. So, all right, I guess that's it for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and let me know how's everything. You know, if you guys have any questions, any advices that you would like to have in your life, let me know. I may not have the answer, but at least I'll make fun of it, and maybe I can make you laugh a little bit. All right, talk to you later. Bye.